My freshman year of college was the first year that I seriously lost weight. I lost like 20 pounds, and I know that's the time frame for a lot of people that you usually put on like the freshman 15, right? And there were some specific things that I look back on now that happened that makes sense as to why I lost that weight. In high school, I played three sports. I played softball, volleyball, and basketball. Now, sports at my school, I went to a very small school in a very small town. I graduated with 30 people. To give you some context, we did not have like all year round training like schools have now, where it's like crazy, like travel sports and all these kind of things. It was literally just practice you showed up for, and then the games, and that was it. So the conditioning was very, very minimal. So even though I played sports, I was just kind of average. It wasn't like I was a super fit person. I was also extremely lazy. I ate a lot of junk food. I barely touched a fruit or vegetable. I jokingly ate candy and chips and Gardettos every day before softball practice, before volleyball practice. I literally don't even know how I was alive. I also ate a lot of McDonald's. My friend and I would go there all the time. Like, I did not have a great diet. I know a lot of people will say, well, that's just high school, but like, I mean, look at high schoolers. Sometimes they're pretty obese, and that's probably why. When I went to college, I was one of the only people I knew going to the school I went to. I graduated with 30 people, and I went to a college with 30,000 plus people. Now, it was only like 2.5 hours from my hometown, so it wasn't terrible, but it was still out of the way enough to where I couldn't just like come home whenever. And it was a big culture shock. The norm for my hometown is to maybe go to the community college, if that. A lot of people got their GED or just didn't even go to school. I was surrounded by totally different people that went to the gym actively, like already did before they even got to college. That was ingrained in me. I saw people doing it, so I did it. In college, you're kind of just trying to find your people, you're trying to find your group, especially freshman year. So I just kind of went with the people, what they were doing that lived on my dorm. We lived on a campus where we walked everywhere. Grand Valley State University, go Lakers. There was buses to go to the downtown campus, but like the main campus where all my classes were freshman year, I walked to. I didn't track my steps then. I don't even know if Apple Watches were a thing then, but I surely was getting like 10 to 20,000 steps a day. My activity went way up. Plus, I started going to the gym. I started to eat better. The food plan had multiple different restaurants we could choose from. There was one that had these great salads. It was like this big salad bar. You could customize it. I would get the spring mix with berries in it, with pecans. It was like a Michigan berry salad is what they called it, with grilled chicken. It was so good. That was my dinner almost every day. My breakfast, while it could have been better, it was a protein bar. I was probably eating minimal protein in high school. I don't even know what my lunch was, but I really wasn't snacking. I was having like the breakfast, lunch, and dinner because I was just busy with my classes. They were all over the place with their timing, and I was just doing other things in between, so I just didn't really have time to snack. Plus, I was busy walking class to class. So yes, movement and diet changes, but I'm going to continue on this in another video because there's a huge piece that's part 3.